Hello everyone, and welcome back to another FTA MykonosFan, plus some other scrubs, play a game. I'm FTA.
I'm my Spyro fan.
No, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm TronJon.
I don't.
So
Why?
we are here to do something MykonosFan did a little while ago. We're here to try and learn to love PlayStation by playing Spyro the Dragon 1.
I thought you were referencing the last 40-minute chunk we did of this and then scrapped because I sounded bored.
Well, to be fair, we are playing a Spyro the Dragon game.
Shut the fuck up!
That's the only time you ever see Chris get angry on FTCR.
Step off!
We're playing in Espanol because fuck you!
In a Sino!
So anyway, this is Spyro the Dragon. This is the first game in one of my favorite gaming trilogies of all time.
There was only 3.
There's only 3 that
They
matter. There's only 3 that matter.
Okay, I mean, Sonic's had more, but whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Right? And
Holy shit!
and there's only 3 good Sonic games, so what do you know?
Oh!
True. Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic Colors.
Holy
you
Trinity.
You forgot Unleashed there,
Not
buddy boy. you forgot Unleashed.
Okay.
Unleashed.
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 Mr. Gareth, you forgot Knuckles Chaotix.
Oh wow, I'm so stupid.
So
like-
who's this Triceratops guy?
It's a dragon, you idiot.
That's the ancient dragon.
Remember
I
his
actually
lines.
actively hate it now
His
because
jaw.
of that.
Look at his jaw the way it's animated. That's freaking me out, dude. What is that? Look at him when he speaks. Jesus Christ.
Is he even?
Oh, gotta get the boom mic out. Alright. And
Whoa, bro.
somehow he's catching this live in his chamber, which has no television.
Look at
Get the boom out of the way.
this. It's weird that at one point,
Get the point out of the
these
way.
were considered like groundbreaking graphics.
They still look alright.
Oh.
Spyro 2 and 3 look better, of course.
Looks like I've got some things to do. You know about Spyro in this game, TJ?
Yeah, isn't it Carlos Salistraki?
Oh, that's how you say that.
I thought you were gonna say Carlos Mencia, and I'm like, are we gonna hear some really bad jokes?
Yeah, he's half the characters.
See,
in
the
this
thing
game.
about purple dragons is they're different from yellow dragons.
Racism is okay, because we can all be racist to each other.
What the fuck happened to my playthrough? I'm playing, by the way, just so everyone at home knows.
That's why it's so bad.
This is the only way we can
Oh, I've
get
done
through
this before.
Where's Nasty North? I'll torch him. This is actually my favorite Spyro voice.
Really?
I like Tom Kenny was fine, but Tom Kenny just sounded like Tom Kenny.
Yeah, Tom
He
Kenny
sounded like
doesn't
bored
really...
Tom Kenny. Like Spyro never sounded enthused when he was voiced by Tom Kenny.
He sounded cocky and confident, just the way I like my cool
I
dragons.
never thought he sounded cocky. I thought this Spyro was way cockier than.
Who do you think's got more attitude, Spyro or Sonic?
Sonic! I had to jump in there before anyone said anything otherwise. I have to represent my homeboy.
I was gonna say Crash.
I have like 5 shirts to say that.
Sonic is my homeboy.
Sonic / Obama are my homeboys.
Harry doing a fist bump on the shirt.
Harry Potter Obama.
Harry Obama
So,
the Hedgehog.
I forget timeline wise.
1998.
This came out roughly around the same time as Crash 3.
Oh, I thought you were trying to
The
ask
Spyro
the
timeline.
Spyro timeline. No, this is the
this-
game. This is the game where they diverge.
This game is set 100 years after the Great Dragon Wars.
If you defeat Guhnasty Guhnorc, then
Guhnasty Guhnorc.
then you go to Ripto's Rage. If you suck like Chris here,
Spyro is
then
defeated.
you go right to that Crash Spyro crossover.
Fuck that. See, this
Was
is
that an actual thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the GBA. Run, you
two
fool!
and 2 and 3 gave you the flutter jump at
Yes.
the end, and that helps for situations
Dude,
like
you
this.
have to charge and jump, bud.
That makes it worse.
Don't you know anything
Unless you go
about...
higher.
I don't know, something.
See, look, fuck you.
I would have done that first time.
Oh, good thing you're not playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
You get this-
bu- bu-
you
bu-
get
We
bu-
have some competent gameplay
You
then.
get this done in a timely manner.
Hey, Chris.
I want an hour with my
Chris
friends.
Chris did very well when he played Transformers Devastation.
This is the only time I get to talk to people when I make him play Spyro the Dragon.
It's like I said last night, when I edit, you guys are with me.
Oh,
And
Jesus
I
fuck, I'm so sad.
Whenever I edit, I just mute Chris's audio. I just look
Until you're done,
I
and
just
then
look
you
at the
just put it back.
spikes. I just look at the spikes in it around those. I don't want to hear his voice.
Jesus fuck.
So why is Spyro collecting Chaos Emeralds? Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go super?
He's got a fucking million of them by the end of the game.
Yeah.
So the dragons are classist. They're the top 1%, and Robin Hood, Guhnasty Guhnorc stole from the top, and we got to get all our money back. Fucking asshole.
Wait, so we're
What?
Yeah, you guys didn't read the.
I thought about
You didn't read the
Guhnasty.
instruction manual?
Let me check out the enclosed instruction. But the intro just makes it sound like they were making fun of Guhnasty Guhnorc. He was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
He did nothing wrong, and they made fun of him on TV. So he said, "Fuck you guys."
So dragons are bullies.
Yeah,
And they deserved this.
and that's why I hate Spyro the Dragon.
so
you're
this is
saying
like
that-
Ken Pender's Knuckles series.
Pretty much.
You're saying that in the 2 seconds between turning all the dragons into stone, he stole all of their gems.
Yeah, like
Wow.
I already killed that dude, but that guy that runs around with all the treasure, there's another one in here. I mean, this is just fucking
Okay, you know,
Is it worth it?
I am going to read the
European manual, which has some
European manual.
differences from the American canon.
In the beginning, the 5 dragon families lived in their 5 dragon worlds in harmony. Their lives were happy and peaceful until the day of Guhnorc broke the rules. Guhnasty Guhnorc was an unpleasant creature from the bottoms of his dirty boots to the top of his unwashed head. He wasn't pretty. Okay.
Like I said,
Wow.
they're mean to Guhnasty
Jeez.
Guhnorc.
Jeez.
And his personality combined the short temper of a gnome and the bad attitude of an orc. Guhnasty resented the happy dragon families. More than anything, he detested their beautiful
And
shiny
there's a thief
jewels,
right there. Yeah.
which were not only nice to look at, but showed him reflections of his own ugly face every time he did so. Jesus!
Like I said,
No, man, this isn't written from the dragon point of view. This is
it is. He read the booklet too. He's like, oh, fuck everything.
Guhnasty became such a problem, he was banished to the Dragon Junkyard. This is a world where dragons weren't fond of, though it suited Guhnasty just fine. He renamed it Guhnasty's World as soon as he got... I claim this planet in the name of Guhnasty!
No, I
Isn't
claim
that
this.
lovely?
I claim this junkyard in the name of Guhnasty.
Guhnasty began to fool around with magic spells. Oh, as you do. As you do. After a while, he hits on the 2 he wanted. A giant spell to trap all the dragons in
You
crystals,
forgot the same ones you forgot the first time.
and a
Did I?
potion to animate those radiant gems and turn them into Guhnorc soldiers. On a nice sunny day, Guhnasty cast the free spell, trapping the dragons in crystal, and turned all the gems he could into his willing minions. He even began turning the dragon worlds into Guhnorc worlds. But one little detail he didn't count on was Spyro the Dragon, and this is game manuals writing at its best. Spyro's so small that the spell shot straight over his head.
Well, that's what happened. They're not lying.
Now Spyro, the only unfrozen dragon, must travel the 6 worlds, including Guhnasty's industrial world, releasing all the dragons and collecting their stolen treasure. In the meantime, Guhnasty's minions are doing their best to stop him. Not that Spyro is without friends. The dragons he releases give him hints but don't do fuck all. And along the way, he is accompanied by Sparks the Dragonfly. Fly, his best friend. What seems like a fun time flaming Guhnorc soon turned into an adventure of Spyro's young life. Until he meets
Oh, shit.
Guhnasty
You're
Guhnorc
right.
in the final conflict, his destiny can truly be...
My name is Chris, and I don't fucking believe TJ when TJ says shit, so fuck you, Chris.
Go get him, Spyro!
Are we done LPing the manual?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, this is nice.
I'm just fucking saying. I fucking said where the fucking gem was, and Chris just went, I'm gonna check everywhere else.
There was some.
Do you have a series called London on PlayStation, TJ?
Hmm?
Do you have a series called London on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Do you? You really? I don't think so. He does.
There
He
was.
knows. That's it. We know. So,
Last time there were some gems near that tower to the town square level that I forgot, so I thought you meant those. And I'm like, oh, TJ doesn't know what he's talking about, so I started looking everywhere else, and I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I did forget this one over here last time.
Now, what did that ram do to you? Why
That's
are
all
you
he
killing
does.
rams?
is that
They-
racist?
They want to kill me.
I think the dragons are racist.
This is a dog eat dog world, baby.
Goat eat dragon world.
Hey, baby.
So my canon order is always do this level first because it scared me as a kid. And
Why?
there's goats, dude. There's rams. They always got me when the camera wasn't on them. It scared me.
What I love about the I love that the dragons have like there's 2 voice actors for like 80 dragons.
It's Carlos and Eugene Krabs. That's it.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
Clancy Brown. It's Lex Luthor and Spyro the Dragon. The voice of all the fucking dragons.
I like how you were trying to think of other characters that those voice actors played, and you just went with the character that Carlos is playing now and someone else that Clancy Brown played. So you're just like, you couldn't think of fucking, I don't know, Rocco, like you already said.
Okay. Lex Luthor and Raphael voice all the dragons.
There you go.
Lex Luthor and Reno 911 man.
Shut up, Chris.
Lex Luthor and the Taco Bell dog.
Reno 911
He was
fan.
the Taco Bell dog?
Yeah, Carlos.
Did you know that dog died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Thanks.
Because they ate Taco Bell.
Jesus.
Wow.
Dogs aren't supposed to eat Taco Bell, I guess.
Jesus.
I fed a shooting ton of Taco Bell to my dogs.
My friend used to have a joke.
You fed a shoot ton of Taco Bell.
I didn't want to swear. So I was
We've been swearing the whole video.
So last night I was watching with our friend the professor, the Jessica Jones, and instead of fuck, I was saying, "Oh, fun." And it was like when something intense would happen, I'd be like, "Oh, fun!" That just
makes
happened.
you sound worse, dude. Oh, fun! Someone's getting murdered.
So yeah.
So, what's everyone's first memories of this game?
That's a good question. Everyone but me go.
Comic book ad.
The first one that I think I remember playing this one.
Never played it.
I think I got it with my PlayStation.
I did too. It was my first game.
Kids.
Like your first game ever, or your first game?
First PlayStation game.
Okay.
First game was Sonic Adventure.
Oh, okay.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
My first
Not
game was
really.
Mario 3.
Mine too.
Which is
That's
even
fucking
better.
awesome.
My first game was
Wait,
probably
what?
Sonic.
Was that?
I don't remember.
You think Mario 3 is better than Sonic Adventure?
It's less glitchy than Sonic Adventure.
well, it's a 2D game.
Fair point.
There's
Fair
no
point.
fishing in Mario Bros. 3, okay?
As far as you know.
What?
You
You
haven't
don't like
played
Big
them-
the Cat?
you haven't
Are you
played them.
catist?
You haven't played the mods I have. So, TJ, you were saying...
I don't
Shit.
have fond memories of this one, but I have fond memories of Year of the Dragon.
Not even Ripto's Rage?
No. I think
You're not filled with rage for Ellen
My
Page?
cousin-
You mean Gateway to Glimmer?
Wait, what? Ellen Page?
Gateway to Glimmer?
Oh yeah, Gateway to Glimmer, as it was known in Europe.
my
Fun fact.
Jesus Christ, why do we always have to address shit by the fucking European name?
Because that's the correct name,
Because we're
alright?
playing the European
Is
version
it,
of this
Yeah.
game.
is it the right fucking name, or is it the American way?
Oh.
Because don't tread on me, Garrett.
Wait, so Garrett,
Jesus
in Britain, Spyro, it was Spyro Glamour and Glitter? Was it a gem crossover?
Gateway... Spyro
And then the
2...
third game was Spyro Fashion and Fame.
Spyro 1 Action and Adventure. No. So
Truly
Spyro...
outrageous.
So Spyro 2 is, in America, I think in most places it's called Ripto's Rage.
Okay.
For some reason in Europe they renamed it Gateway to Glimmer.
Don't like that
Why?
name as much.
Don't know why, no idea why.
The lack of alliteration is just...
Gateway to Glimmer. It's pretty illiterate.
Gateway to Glamour,
Oh, right, yeah.
Fashion and
For
Fame.
some reason I was thinking Way to Glimmer. I already forgot it. So, I guess in Japan this game was, when it was being demoed at like, kind of E3 kind of shows, the game was considered too fast and like the camera moved around too quick, so they actually had to slow it down for Japan. If you can believe that.
So okay, so
So that's a little fun fact for you in case anyone's getting motion sick like I am. I think I'm just really hungry.
Yeah.
but it was only slowed down in Japan.
I believe so.
Oh, cool.
Of course, from what your TV was saying, this is a 50 hertz playthrough.
Unfortunately,
now.
because this is the PAL version, this is
I was
50
gonna say,
hertz. Unfortunately.
This game's not 60 frames per second anyway. It drops frames like crazy no matter what.
So TJ, you were saying you weren't a big fan of this one.
Oh, I had this one, and then the subsequent games, my cousin was the one that owned them before I did,
And I stole them.
and
Fuck
I
TJ's
played
cousin.
Year of the Dragon before I played Ripto's Rage,
Oh.
and for
Where's
some,
the
reason,
skateboarding and Ripto's Rage?
for some reason I just liked it better.
Year of the Dragon?
Yeah, I liked Year of the Dragon more than Ripto's
Same.
Rage
I think
after I
that-
eventually played it.
Hmm.
Same.
I like the I mean, as Chris says in his review of it, there's just a lot of
it out on a t-shirt.
I hate those videos so much.
there's a lot of there's too much varied gameplay.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I ate that shit up. So
Did this game kind of creep you out as a kid with like the atmosphere and stuff, TJ? 'Cause I know
yeah,
it creeped
actually
me
it
out.
did.
Really?
For some reason, a lot of PlayStation games did that. They had a quietness to them
Like
that
Resident Evil?
really fucking bugged me.
Like the simulated horror game. I think for me, a lot of it is like just the music, the limited atmosphere they could make. I think they did pretty well. Like, I don't know, this game just creeped me out as a kid.
This
Yeah.
reminds
I
me of
never had
Hogwarts.
that. I never had that.
It's just weird, like going from the 8-bit era to like the PlayStation and stuff.
You skipped over 16-bit?
Well, yeah, because I never had. Well, actually, never mind. I did have a 16-bit console. I had the Genesis.
Mega Drive.
Megasys?
That's what they called it in Japan
The
when it was
Megasys.
made.
Give a fuck.
Jesus fuck.
Or Americans.
Look at the Bible, Gareth. Book of Genesis. Anyway.
No, in Europe it's called Book of Mega Drive.
How many times?
I love that joke.
How many times are we gonna make that joke?
Like, comment, subscribe, people.
If this post can get 3,000 likes, we'll make that joke again in the next part.
Jesus.
So like after going from for some reason.
What? What are you?
So what you want to do to these bulls is if you flame them, they only take 1 hit, but if you ram them, they take 2 hits. So always flame bulls. Anyway, you were saying, TJ?
But did you see that when his shadow slightly became red? Like he was bleeding everywhere.
I'm telling you, there's blood in this game, people.
This game is
Wake
scary,
up.
Chris.
Wake up, sheeple.
You saying, DJ, about yourself something stupid?
Fucking dick.
Got no respect, I tell you.
Hey, no respect. Hey.
I'm losing to a rock.
I'm losing to a rock. I don't fucking remember.
So, Jonathan, your first interaction with this game?
Comic book ad. That's
Have
like my all.
you played it?
No.
Okay.
Never
Just
played
out.
it.
I remember playing this. I got it roughly when it came out. It was a fairly recent game when I first played it, and then I got the entire series. I played pretty much after they came out. I loved this game as a kid. I mean, I love the fact this was the first proper 3D game of this I think I played. Because I had this before I had like a Dreamcast on N64, and most of the games I had were things like Crash. Well, I guess technically the first one I would have played is Croc, Legend of the Gobos, but that did not have good control because you were forced to have a D-pad for that game. So
I
this-
hate that.
this was the first big 3D game that I could play well. I thought I loved Spyro as a character. I thought this world was one of the more interesting game worlds at that time in gaming. You know, I thought he controlled great. You know, I not to keep going back to Chris's video, but I kind of agree with a lot of the points he makes. Sometimes, like I hated these guys. These are the bane of my existence as a child. These stupid dragon egg thieves.
Yeah, I never bothered with them because I gave up, and I was a really frustrated kid with this shit, and I'd just be like, I'm not doing them anymore. They can laugh at me.
Yeah, you know, until very recently, and it depends on the game, but I was never, because I had to 100% this game.
Yeah,
I
was
just
neither.
never cared that much, you know?
Me either. I didn't even notice it. I think this game is part of why I love Sonic Adventure so much, though, because in comparison, there's all I didn't have Spyro 2 when I was playing both of these games simultaneously, kind of, but Sonic Adventure's got all the awesome rock music and saxophones, and it's got the people in the world to talk to. And this one, you feel really alone all the time. I think that's another reason why it felt so scary.
You're just
TJ.
crying.
You know what she's for? Spyro should have been an Avenger.
God of Thunder.
I don't know, after Spyro 2 and 3 came out, they kind of Sonic Adventured in a way with multiple playstyles and talking to people all the time. It kind of made me respect this game a lot more, but different approaches.
It's more its own thing.
Yeah.
In this one, where 2 and 3, I wouldn't say they're ripping off Sonic Adventure, but you could kind of feel they're influenced by other stuff,
Yeah.
kind of.
This game's got a good vibe.
I mean, you mentioned music. I mean, I love this soundtrack. Stuart Copeland,
Super Copeland, yeah.
the drummer for the Police. This is a great soundtrack. The Spiral 1 theme is one of my favorite themes from a video game character.
I love all 3 Spyro soundtracks, and I'm not counting the 4th, and this one's my least favorite, but something it does that I like a lot is it incorporates the main Spyro theme a lot into other tracks.
Yeah.
I think Town Square did a little when we get to the Toasty boss fight. It does it too. The other games didn't really do that so much.
That's something I love when video games do in general. You know,
I like when any score does that.
Yeah, you know, like Etta will quote Igor after, but that like musically theming something. That's why to bring it back to Sonic as we always do. That's why for me the Japanese version of CD as a score meshes better because they bring back like the theme for like invincibility and game over and stuff. Whereas the American version, every track's original. They don't really bring back like Sonic Boom at all type of thing. Stuff like this, I like. Or like in a movie score, if they have like it's Star Wars, they keep playing certain themes and what have you.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Star Wars is a good example.
Yeah.
Because that's why, like, I don't think I've ever mentioned it on FTCR, but I really love Pixar films. And my favorite scores are always Michael Giacchino's.
Yes,
because he's Up, Ratatouille, Incredibles. He's really good with theming.
I love his the theme he just did for Inside Out.
I was a big fan of that score too.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Up, yeah. He's again. It's something I brought yesterday. We were watching something, and I don't like the sappy solo piano.
Oh, Jessica Jones.
But yeah, Jessica Jones. But damn him, he does really good like solo piano melodies. That work. Yeah.
I think this level, by the way, like I completely forgot to mention it, but like to me, this is the like when I think Spyro, I think this level. Like the music, it's all dark and moody, even though there's not much that can be expressed with the limited graphic style. But like, I don't know. To me, like this level is just Spyro. Everything about it, really short, really simple, small little playground, not complex, but still fun to go through. Like, I don't know how many times I've played through this game now. But Oswin.
The Lucky Dragon.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I love that he's like, yeah, okay, that's good. Like looks in the corner. I don't know why. I just love that. The certain responses were like a dragon will say something like, "You should go do this." He's like, "Yeah, okay." He like looks in the corner like, "Dumbass."
I'm paying attention.
So Chris brought up, I think it's kind of like Crash. This was a much beloved PlayStation 1 trilogy.
Unofficial faces of PlayStation. Yeah.
Yep. And then they both had sequels set in the same continuity that most people generally don't like. I think Crash 4 is maybe a bit more respected than Spyro 4 was.
Yeah, I've seen some people hate it, and I've talked to some people that are like, "Oh,
it's okay. It's okay." But I think a lot of people just flat out hate. What was Spyro 4 called again? Like
Enter the Dragonfly.
Get it? Like a Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah, that game is gross.
Ugh, you have to go inside dragonflies?
Yeah.
Get ready, Sparks. We're gonna go do some things.
Disgusting.
Then after that's when they took a break for a few years, and then they did the reboot.
Yeah, they did a Hero's Tale, which was the last game that vaguely used this play style of run around and collect gems.
Oh yeah.
It was much more like average kind of platformery though.
Well, was that more like say like a Jack and Daxter, like a big open like world-ish?
I've never played it, but from what I've seen, kind of, sort of, maybe.
And then they did
Darius Rucker.
And then they did the what's it called, Legend of Spyro? But then Elijah Wood voiced Spyro.
Is that what that series is called?
I think it's called The Legend of Spyro.
So, yeah.
Yes. They did those three.
I've heard they okay.
Yeah.
I haven't played them. I don't really have an interest to play, but from what I've heard, they're not terrible.
I just can't get
Now you can take this with a grain of salt, but
Oh, here it comes.
Erin likes the fourth game, and she hates the fuck out of those games.
Yeah, but she likes the fourth game.
That's
She
why I
has
said
two
take
copies of the fourth game.
Yeah, she owns 2 copies of the fourth game.
We're gonna have to have a Spyro intervention.
We should have brought her here and been like, "This is how it works.
This is
when it's cool."
Spyro. That ain't fucking Spyro. That's Spyro and
I like how confident you were. Like you were like, "Yup, these are the last ones I need. Gonna hop through the portal before it even gets done counting."
Baby, it's my favorite Spyro level.
Hey!
Do you want to know something else embarrassing? I got lost in this maze as a kid. I thought this was huge and expansive. To me, this is like...
You know what?
This in Sonic, why is there another Mystic Forest here? I couldn't even go in Mystic Forest. Like, after I beat that level, that section of the game...
Mystic Forest?
Yeah, I never played through the story again until I was like 12.
Mystic Ruin?
The forest in Mystic Ruin.
Yeah, where Big's house is.
Oh, yeah.
That's called the forest? It's a jungle.
Oh, what?
Jungle, the Wicked Wild.
That's right, Mystic Ruins.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to be saying. But like, it's
What?
just-
Explosion! Dun, 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 dun.
I don't even remember. I got scared. I couldn't do it.
Don't pull Ryan and die here.
It's alright. I got reminded.
In the brain scratch LP, this Ryan dies. This trying to kill him.
Does he really? I'll fall in the water every now and then, but I won't.
Holy shit!
I won't do it and go, "Oh wait, I need to stay here."
Did you not know about this, TJ? Have you never played this
TJ,
game before?
I just played this level in front of you for practice.
Yeah, but I didn't see that. Holy fuck!
Jeez.
I am not a big fan of the. I think these sections get greatly improved in the sequels.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of these ones specifically.
I always fuck this
Hey,
one
a
up.
train.
Yeah, we're destroying all the trains.
Oh, why?
No
There's
transportation
customers, right?
allowed other than flying.
At
in
least
my
this
world.
train is. Oh, better speed up!
You-
So this is just you have to. I think in some of the sequels you don't have to get everything in one run. Is that how they
There-
changed it?
You can do that, but I think there's always an all-in-one bonus with some gems. So if you want 100% the game, you do have to get everything in one run eventually.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to meet the crystal gems.
It always annoyed me as a kid. I'm just like, why can he fly like this, but I can't do
Yeah.
it in the main levels, you know?
At least in some of the stages when they give you flight, it's like, oh, you went through the power gate. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, that makes
Or
sense.
like a fairy kissed you and gave you super fire breath.
Oh,
But
fuck,
like,
that was in 2. That's right.
no, that's in 1 as well.
Oh, I didn't. No, that's yeah. It happens like once or twice.
Yeah.
I forgot all about it. And day after day, I lived through a lie, and I don't know the
Take me to
words.
the airport.
Take me to Pizza Hut. I always love picking up the pastor in that game, and you're gonna go, what the hell? We need to do Crazy Taxi, man.
We'll get the crazy taxi at some point.
Oh shit.
Take me to KFC. I want to go to Tower Records.
Did they keep those in the game?
Not in the HD release. It's like Pizza Shack and CFS or something.
My favorite thing about that is in the downloadable Kick-Ass game based on the movie. There's a moment that in the movie he uses MySpace to like find people, but in the movie they go, "Hey, it's that guy from FaceSpace."
So yeah, you'll see the all-in-one there. That gives you 60 gems.
Well, that's cool. I think the last time
New
I
record.
think the last time we tried this course, that took you a couple of tries.
Yeah.
Good job.
That's the main reason I wanted to practice today. 'Cause I always fuck that
I
up.
fucked up on the first LP. Gonna do it
Garrett's
again.
lying through good editing. Chris.
That was actually 6 tries in one and put together.
We've been here for 4 hours.
He paid Gareth a lot of money so he would say that.
Don't believe this.
I'll take my
lies.
check now, please, Chris.
I'll give you.
Well, that was like when
I'll
we
give
were-
you 1 subscription.
Okay.
It's more than we usually get.
You already unsubscribed during the fucking popcorn maker LP.
You actually watched that?
I
Fuck.
did. It was yeah.
I'm sorry.
You fucking bitch. Dude.
Oh, shut up. I fucking love that LP.
What?
Jesus
So
Christ.
Popcorn Maker did not live up to Waku
No,
Waku?
It was bad.
No one.
You know, one thing I like though, I like how when you go, I like how when you go into a level, it just says like entering blah blah level.
And this
I
was
love when you go to
confronting.
a boss, it's confronting boss. I like it's a very small touch, but as a kid I always thought that was cool.
If you're not going for 100%, you don't have to fight any boss in this game other than Nasty Gnorc.
Really?
Fun fact, yeah.
Huh.
I just found that out a little bit ago.
Oh yeah, because it's like you need an X amount of dragons to go to the next world. So
Yep.
yeah, you can do that.
I believe 2 and 3 made it mandatory because 2 and 3, this game is a very loose progression, which I like, but Insomniac naturally did adjust that going forward.
I guess in some ways this is kind of like Secret Rings, where you can actually complete the game without doing
Yeah.
most of the levels.
Much better in that instance though.
Oh
And
yeah,
you could
like-
skip a lot.
Yeah, I mean, although to go back to learning to love MykonosFan,
Oh, God.
none of the bosses in I like the Guhnasty Guhnorc fight. I like that fight, but
Ugh, no,
a lot of these
God.
other ones I'm not a big fan of at all.
I want to redo those videos so bad. They're so awful.
What?
We'll do we can do a George Lucas special edition. We
I already did that when I put them on FTCR.
You did.
Yeah.
So every upload you slightly change certain things.
Yeah, yeah.
You add in
I
CG
put-
monsters.
I put some rocks in front of the screen for no reason. I changed Obi-Wan's Dragon's Call.
I wouldn't be
And Nasty Guhnorc now goes no when he falls into the lava.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chris just edited like a fraction of a second pictures of me into his video.
Well, I know what I'm doing next time. No,
It's like
because
you
like,
blink and you can't see it.
because like in my original upload, I went for a whole minute about the analog thing, and everyone's like, "This game has analog control." I'm like, "Oh, I played the whole game with the
Do
D-pad."
some fucking research, you mook. Research? I work for FTCR. We don't do none of that.
Insomniac struck a deal with Universal Studios and made Disruptor, which was a Doom knockoff, and then they made Spyro the Dragon to appeal to the PlayStation's younger market. Please let me go.
Yeah, this boss is just really. That's really just called this dogs.
I
Because you're
love-
just fighting dogs.
I love the joke here that it's like a fucking sheep on stilts, but this is an awful boss fight, and he kicked me.
Because you could say it was an awful boss fight, we kicked your ass.
Yeah.
Fucking sheep's taking names.
Again, these dogs ain't doing shit. You just set on fire for no good reason.
They knock sparks to green. I mean, that's.
You beat the boss.
Wait, that was a boss. Oh. One thing this game also does that the other two don't. The bosses are like levels in themselves. I think I like that more.
I like that. That's why I like the Guhnasty Guhnorc fight. Because it's like a one of the bosses in Generations. It's like a level and a boss fight.
I just don't.
It goes on a bit too long.
I just don't like that you have to chase him and it's almost impossible. And
Get good, just get good, Chris. Get
yeah, I had pretty good reasoning. I don't know. Like it's just not my idea of fun.
Mm.
That boss.
So are we now done with?
We
all
are
one?
done with
with
one.
stereo music.
Yeah, we got them all.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that was our Spyro LP. Unsubscribe, thumbs down the video. Don't leave a comment.
No, we'll try and I think we may come back and do all the worlds.
Yeah.
All the worlds.
Yeah,
Because what, there's this-
people would like to see that. I'd like to do all 3 Spyro games, honestly.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. It's just still broken. It's still good.
TJ, wake up!
These guys, broccoli man.
So thank you everyone for watching. I've been FTU.
I've been my Spyro fan.
I've been tired.
I've been Ravage Eject.
Operation
Ravage Eject.